Good evening. This is Vitaly with AFT Dispatch and A2C Logistics. And today I wanted to cover market and rates. So as of this video, today is actually Valentine's Day, February 14, 2020. And many of you know that rates have drastically declined over the past 2 to 3 weeks. And, and that affects us as well. Yes, we're very good at, getting good rates and, finding the right lanes, good freight, et cetera, and averaging out our carriers and owner-operators at, very good prices at high rates, right? However, when markets decline, it affects everyone. It doesn't matter, how good you are, your averages will go down. The same goes for us. Now, the reason I'm making this video is that, throughout my days, I speak with many carriers, many owner-operators that are out there that are working every day and, doing the hard work of trucking. And because of that, I hear a lot about, what they're making, what kind of money they're seeing out there in the market. And what they're seeing is between $1.30 and $1.60, which, guys, that's basically operating cost. So, at best, they might be making a little bit of money, and most likely they're just operating, working at operating costs, breaking even, working for free, right? Now, why I bring this up? I bring this up because every one of our carriers, even during this time in the market, is still averaging over $2 a mile, okay? Now, we just had a carrier finish up a week at $8,200, and they averaged at $215 a mile with deadhead included. $215. Generally speaking, that's a fantastic rate, no matter what market, right? They're running a reefer, and they averaged $215 a mile, deadhead included, $8,200. I mean, granted, he worked very hard, maximizes hours, used every minute. It is an excellent carrier and an excellent driver, and very happy to have them as our customers. But the point here is that during bad market conditions, our guys are still able to obtain the high-paying freight that we continuously, talk about in videos on Instagram stories, YouTube videos, our website, and all the other content that's published on the internet. So we have other carriers also running reefers. So this is just an example. These guys, their drivers are, Cuban, and because of that, they don't like to, they like warmer climates, so they don't like to go up north, they don't like the northeast, things like that. So generally speaking, they find themselves more comfortable in the south, and the southeast and the southwest, of course. So generally in the southern part of the country. They're based out of Miami, Florida, which is really tough to get them out of there, and their average rates are still good. Had they gone up more north, had they gone up more northeast, et cetera, they do even better. But they've been averaging $226 a mile on all miles. Another carrier, flatbed carrier, very new to the business, has an older truck but a brand new trailer, and he's averaging $228 a mile, all miles. Okay, my own brother, right? So from time to time, my own brother will come out and will drive, whenever he gets bored or whatnot. So he gets out onto the road. And we run reefers, and he went out, and our own dispatchers, of course, dispatched him as well, right? As well as all our owner ops and all our carriers. And my brother averaged $257 a mile on all miles, loaded and empty. Okay, he made $14,100 gross in 11 days of running. I mean, in my book, that's very good. That's excellent, right? So I'm not guaranteeing that the same will happen for you. As they say, results may vary, right? Everything's based on driver performance, market conditions, all types of things, right? Weather, all kinds of things happen. But the bottom line, and what I'm really trying to get across to you, is that on any given day, in any given market, generally speaking, our guys are getting and pulling out more money out of brokers, freight forwarders, 3PLs, direct shippers, etc., and they're coming up with more money for our clients. And basically that's really the gist of this message. Sign up with us And you're going to see this, right? So here's the thing. We don't force any loads upon you, so no forced loads. Our agreement doesn't, is not time sensitive. So there are no terms to it in terms of, you're not signing up for a year, you're not signing up for 6 months, none of those things. We do this because we know that we provide a quality service. We've been doing this for a very long time. We've improved our processes, and oftentimes we're able to really provide that contrast to people and to carriers out there who have worked with other truck dispatch services and maybe have a bitter aftertaste, having seen how they, worked with them. You won't get that here. Our guys know markets. They understand, the market dynamics and how the market changes. They understand where they're taking you from, where they're going. It's all about rate averaging, and that's why our guys know and understand where they're coming from, where they're going, and how to price that so that when you're coming back out of that bad area, we know in advance that there's going to be a lower rate. And we know how to average those rates so that come, week's end, month's end, your averages are higher than what you were doing, despite dispatch costs, right? Now, we charge 7% for our services. That's a flat rate. There are no weekly charges. There are no weekly minimums, no forced loads. And, we'll simply call you with offers that are quality offers. We'll give you all the details, miles, loaded, empty, what the commodity might be, and all the details that you need in order to make a decision about, the freight in question or the load in question. If you like it, you'll let them know. They book the load. Everything is in your company name, in your MC authority, and all the payments go directly to you. So we don't take anything out of that load. You get all the original rate cons. Everything's very transparent. And I think that this is the reason why we've grown so much, why we've remained in the market, why we've been able to improve our services, and why more customers come to us than leave us, right? So very few companies ever leave us. In fact, we have owner operators who start out leasing on with us, and we approach them given time and watching their performance metrics. And oftentimes we're the ones who recommend for them to open up their own MC authority. And we say, look, stick with us. You'll still have the same dispatchers, but based on what we're seeing, we really think you're going to make more money operating independently. And we really think you have what it takes to operate independently. And so, we help them wherever we can. And we go above and beyond by helping guys, get started with different types of fuel cards, factoring. I mean, we've dealt with all the factors out there. We've seen all the fuel cards, right? We've seen all the different programs out there, and we work with the very best. So why not offer that to you guys? Now, we don't offer this. We don't have fuel cards. We're not a factor. We're not a broker, but we've worked with these types of companies, and we know good from bad. So we can make those, helpful suggestions for you. And that's why we recommend signing up for our email newsletters, giving us a call, communicating with us, and ultimately signing up for our service. So anyway, I hope this helps, break down how our service works, what type of freight rates we're able to get, and any other questions that you may have. Anyway, it's Valentine's, and I hope you guys are having a fantastic. It's also Friday, so hopefully you have a fantastic weekend, and and a great evening tonight. And I will talk to you guys later. Please make sure to like this video. That really helps us a lot in getting these videos out there in the trucking community on YouTube, elsewhere as well. And please subscribe. It's very important that you subscribe, hit the notification bell. We don't post a lot of videos. I don't always have the time to do that, but when I can, I certainly do post. So please subscribe, like the video, and hit the notification bell so you get a notification for next time we upload a video. Thanks for your time, guys. Take care.